Which of the following is true about antiparticles? The second paragraph mentions that an antiparticle exactly matches the particle but has an opposite charge. For example, an electron with negative charge would have an antiparticle that is a positively charged electron. So we need to answer this question in this context. Let's look at the answer choices. Answer choice A, the antiparticle of positive protons is a positron. The third paragraph mentions that negative electrons and positive protons have antiparticles in positrons and negative protons, respectively. So positron is the antiparticle of negative electrons and negative protons is the antiparticle of positive protons. So this answer choice suggesting that the antiparticle of positive protons is positron is incorrect. Let's eliminate this answer choice. Answer choice B, negative electrons antiparticle is positive protons. The second paragraph mentions that antiparticle is exactly matching the particle. So they are the same entity, just opposite in charge. Whereas here in this example, electron and proton are not the same entity. So this answer choice cannot be established. Also, the third paragraph mentions that the antiparticle of negative electrons is positrons. Let's eliminate this answer choice. Answer choice C, antiparticle of negative electron is positron. Yes, this is what the passage says in the third paragraph, that negative electrons have antiparticles in positrons. So this is a good answer choice. Let's keep it on hold. Answer choice D, there are half as many stars with only electrons as with only positrons. The third paragraph makes a reference to half the stars of each kind, but this each kind indicates the universe of matter and the universe of antimatter. Also, what this implies is that in the universe of matter, if we have a star with a particular configuration of positive and negative charges, then there would be a corresponding star in the universe of antimatter which would have the reverse configuration. However, the passage doesn't suggest that any particular star has only one type of a charge. So this idea of stars with only electrons or stars with only positrons is not established in the passage. So it is incorrect to say that there are half as many stars with only electrons as with only positrons. This answer choice can be eliminated. Answer choice E, half as many stars with only positive protons as with only negative electrons. Again, the passage doesn't indicate the possibility of a star having only one type of a charge. So this answer choice cannot be established. Let's rule it out. C is the correct answer.